Let's chat Kegel exercises. I'm absolutely joking. We will not be talking about Kegels, but we will be talking about how you can effectively find, understand, and strengthen your pelvic floor. My name is Kerryn and I run Pain Management Pilates, and I'm here to help you understand why we have a pelvic floor, why it actually needs work, and how to do this effectively. Your pelvic floor is a band of muscles that runs from your pubic bone round to your tailbone. This band is extremely important and serves many functions. A healthy pelvic floor will mean that you are able to contract and strengthen through your lower abdominals, meaning that you can protect your spine and have a stable pelvis. These functions include keeping your spine safe and allowing your lower abdominals to effectively contract. When we experience dysfunction of the pelvic floor, i.e. a weakness or possibly the muscle fibers not working the way they should, we may experience some of the following symptoms. It could give us nondescript lower back and hip pain. You could also be experiencing incontinence as well as erectile dysfunction or pain during sex. Now, this is a massive deal and we need to be looking at it. There is a muscular solution to a lot of these issues, and often we remain uneducated about the pelvic floor. Now, men and women, female and male-bodied people will have a pelvic floor. So this advice is not specific to male or female. If you have a body, you have a pelvic floor. Now, the biggest mistake we make due to the loving world of the internet is we think that Kegels are the answer. We think we need to tighten up this muscle. We think we need to be contracting it to get it as tight as possible. This is simply not the case. Your pelvic floor, like any other muscle tissue, needs to be able to contract and release. Think about your bicep. When I curl it in, the muscle fibers contract. And when I extend the arm, they release, they extend. This has to happen for successful work through the bicep. In order for my bicep to function the way I need it to, that needs to happen, contraction and release. The same is true for your pelvic floor. So you might be thinking, oh my goodness, my pelvic floor is weak and it needs to contract more, and that might not be the case. I will say as a disclaimer that if you feel like you need to have your pelvic floor checked out, there are specific physiotherapists who focus on pelvic floor health. They will be able to help you locate, ultrasound, and understand what is happening in this muscle and help you with any further guidance. Today, we're going to discuss a few ways that you can explore an abdominal and therefore pelvic floor connection at home. These are not Kegels. These are way more effective and will actually bring you closer to your desired result. The first way we can try to find a connection to our pelvic floor is by lying flat on our backs. So in a supine position, you've got your feet flat with your knees bent, and I want you to be as relaxed as possible. You're going to place your hands just underneath the belly button. So just between your underwear line and your belly button. That's where the hands are going to go, nice and soft, gentle pressure here into the belly. We're going to inhale, and as we inhale, you're going to lift your hands up. So a big belly breath. And as you exhale, just drop that belly underneath the hands. We're going to go again. Inhale. And exhale. Fantastic. Now, the next time you do this, I just want you to start the exhale by dropping your knees together first. So your knees will squeeze together and then you'll drop the belly button down into the floor. So from here, big inhale. Exhale, squeeze the knees together. Feel that inner thigh connection first and then drop the belly button down. And relax it all. Come back to the beginning. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, squeezing the knees together. Dropping the belly button. exhaling all of that air, and then relaxing completely, shaking the pelvis side to side. The next position to practice your big belly and pelvic floor breathing in is on all fours. So if you're not comfortable being on your back, or you don't feel like you can connect to that belly movement, you can come onto your hands and knees. The same thing is going to apply with getting the knees close together. And we are going to just simply allow everything to relax here. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, squeeze the thighs together. Immediately as you squeeze the thighs together, you will feel a contraction starting to scoop in your lowest abdominals. I want you to just embrace that, pull the belly in and up, and then relax. Now, in your first couple, you're likely going to do exactly what I did, which is round the spine. Now, that's absolutely fine for the beginning. So it's kind of like a cat-cow with my pelvis. And relax. Now, as you get a little bit more used to the sensation of pulling up through the midline and into the lower abdominals, you're going to try and create that sensation without moving the spine. Inhaling. Exhale. Feel that same draw up, up, up and in, but do not move the spine, and relax. One more time like that without moving the spine. Big inhale. Exhale, squeezing the thighs together, pulling in through the lowest abdominals without moving the spine, and relax. So, you might have guessed it from now. If the pelvic floor is contracting, we shouldn't really be able to see it. Okay, the moment the spine starts to move and the pelvis starts to shift, we may have activated into our pelvic floor, but we have also recruited bigger muscles. And we want to try and strip it all the way back to connect to that innermost feeling. However, a great way to do it is to start with a full movement and then slowly take that movement away and stay with that connection that you're feeling. Remember though, every single time after every attempt, to relax. It needs to relax between repetitions, otherwise there is no way it will contract. Our final exercise is performed standing. So standing with the feet just underneath the hips, small bend in the knees, tiny bend. You're going to simply inhale. As you exhale, feel your thighs pull together, even though they're not moving. My hands are going to connect and I'm going to zip them up. And then I'm going to let everything relax. Okay, we're using the hands to help the idea of that sensation. So big inhale. As I exhale, it's like I push my thighs together and then I draw this contraction up. It's like I'm zipping up, zipping up, zipping up, zipping up. And relax. Make sure that that relax is completely relaxed. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale. Exhale, squeeze the thighs together, connect, draw in and up, 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 and relax. Finding your pelvic floor takes a lot of practice and the ability to really sit and drop into your body. Breath work is one of the easiest ways to get there and should be your starting point. Learning about your pelvic floor will only empower you to keep your body safe, to keep your functions healthy and optimal, and to ensure that you are not nursing an issue that could quite simply be resolved. If you want any further information, I have attached some really helpful links into the video's notes and some recommended pelvic floor specialists that you might want to check out.